I'm so stupid. I wasn't making any noise the entire time. No, my mic settings were wrong. Nobody heard a fucking thing. Might open up Discord real quick. Hello, hello. We're so back. I did not mean to open that. No. Go away. I'm gonna open this while I'm waiting. We do have this like huge parent script. That'll only get bigger because we have to fill in these too. This is just a detection script for sorry, I'm opening a Minto. I got Mintos. We're detecting if Neith is even nearby. So, like, would he know what's happening if he's around or if he's not? So, it's basically saying if he's around when this quest hits a certain stage, then make a value 1. Else, put it to something else. And we're doing that for like most, like anything he would have a reaction to. We need to have this kind of variable for it. Was he there? Was he not? Did he see that happen? Did he didn't? Did he didn't? Did he did not? Yeah, I was gonna go into Streamlabs and mute Discord for a sec. Yeah. And then boom, I'll mute it. Or John. I got Mentos. As a kid, I hated them. Sorry. I liked a very specific flavor of Mento. I used to hate the red ones. These ones? These ones? These ones sucked. These ones sucked as a kid. They're still kind of mid as fuck. It's supposed to be strawberry, but I don't know, man. Tastes pretty bad. So I'm munching real quick. We got the entire script on my side monitor. We just have to put it all in, and you know, you got the lines in. That's cool. Still haven't put the lines in the CK yet, though. Wait, I did more than this. What the heck? I'm missing. Yeah, I'm missing stuff. This is from my flash drive. I mod on 2 separate devices, so whenever I make any changes from my laptop, I have to copy that over to USB and you know, put it on here. This PC. So you have source sound USB. Well, I should back up my files again. The latest backup I have is not too far from where I am, but I think it's pre detection script. That's bad if I lose it. It's simple, technically. I just don't want to rewrite it. I guess it's still on my laptop. Oh, whatever. I'll just do it again. I feel like pulling it out. So we're on Blade in the Dark. Blade in the Dark. So I call it topic start. He has a comment. So we're going to say secret door comment. We're going to leave this branch data normal, not top level. Top level means you can call it from anywhere. And that's not what we want. So secret door comment, we just put the comment line here. It's really simple. That's about it. We also have conditions. I haven't had mint candies in a long time, but if I really want something minty, I can just go outside and grab a few leaves off. I remember one time got tricked into eating a flower. Somebody said it was sweet, and it wasn't a honeysuckle. Forgot what it was. Some guy in my family. We don't really talk to him anymore. But we were hiking, and we stumbled upon this plant. He was like, yo, you know these taste like really, really sweet? And yeah, people, and these are edible, like you can eat them. And some of them aren't. I was like, wow, really? So I shoved the entire thing in my mouth. Tasted absolutely horrible. It's hella bitter. It's about what you expect from munching on a plant. was a stupid idea. I'm out of Mentos. We'll leave it as a neutral for now. I don't know. I haven't listened to like every single line, so the emotion values aren't something we can put in here quite yet. Unless I deliberately know how it's gonna sound. There's 3 choices. Then there's a topic end, which is always the same line. So. This links to this, that, and that. You shouldn't eat random plants you find in the woods. Some of them can be dangerous, deadly. Yeah. I just took his word for it. It didn't kill me or make me sick or anything. It just tasted like horrible. It was a plant. I guess surprise 20 would be like eyebrows raised, but like he's not like trying to find these in-betweens between 2 emotions, like feeling confused, and that's not puzzled, or being like somewhat amused is hard. I wish I had visual aid, but I don't. My mic's muted. I was looking for a script I use for approval. I could expand this real quick. If each approval, get value 79. That's non-romance because we don't have romance yet. We make a float called max value. If the approval is get value max value, look at this guy. What is that? What? So this is very simple, very simple math. This is just the approval script I use. It's basically saying, you know, if his current approval is less than the max approval for non-romance, which is 79, then do math. It's basically just set the value of his approval to whatever his approval is plus 1. Boom. And then just repeat that for every single point. This to prevent it from going above 79. And then end if. Boom. But there's a second thing, which I don't have a. We gotta do a second end if statement. Save. I need to do another property. It's a global. It's just called metagame toggle. So SB1 metagame toggle. Go back in. Making an extension. If SB1 metagame toggle get value equals 0. Do a notification. Neath approves. And if. Ta-da, boom. That's the approval script. All we do really after that is copy and paste the exact same thing, but we include this instead, and we say the max value is 800, but we also apply a minimum value of 80. If it is still below max value, do your thing. Yeah, that's about it. Like how I don't know much about the CK really, but I know much more than I should from just being around mod authors. So true. So true. I had to look up tutorials. I haven't watched a new one. I'm double checking the script real quick, because I'm not sure why I even have a max value. Oh yeah, that, then you can't go below 80, so this should get changed. I've been using this the entire time. This should get changed, because if it's a -1, you're losing approval. It doesn't there's nothing stopping it. You just set the minimum value, but there's nothing stopping it from going below it. It needs to be included in this if statement. I think it would just be and if current approval get value is above 80. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. I wrote that script and I go to change it now to add that tiny extension because there's nothing holding it from going below 80. Putting it in the wrong spot. The value 80. Cool. Actually, it should just say in value. Ta-da. Boom. Now it makes sense. Yay! Oh, we don't need it up here because there's no minimum value. Not really. There maybe... Because I have planned for Neath to like confront the player on low approval. But if it gets too low, like immediately, he will just turn hostile. But there needs to be like some room, right, to have it prompt as a yo, straighten up. Maybe. So I'm thinking we should probably add a minimum value here. But I don't know when he should approach the player like, hey, you're being annoying. Oh well. We will copy this because we need it. And then we're just gonna put it here after we set some stuff. Except this time, disapproves. This is just -1 to the approval. So is the other thing. I don't think it's not really a huge. He's not gonna commend you for saying, "Oh yeah, it makes sense." He's not gonna commend you. He's not gonna be like, "We're best friends now." Oh my god. Nah. It's just a thing you can appreciate. Happy 15. I don't know. Got an email. Doesn't pertain to me at all. Cool. Oh yeah, everything is delete to the ending. Public end, invisible. Reveal. Boom. He's not gonna disapprove you thinking it's nonsense. I mean, he would probably be like, you're a little dumb, but I don't think it would like ruin the relationship. This is like ignorance. He doesn't like that at all. You could be dumb, but you shouldn't be ignorant, you know? This is at least like you thought about it. This is just you don't think. You're just a tool. Did I do this? Okay. And that's it. That's the whole quest. Do we move on to... I'm just gonna call it Diplo. Diplomatic immunity. Hey, I know the... It's not like you just did them. I'm like... I haven't listened to all of them. That was just, I peeked into the first one. The first quest. And then I checked out the combat lines and I really like them. Those combat lines will probably be used. Party emoji. Okay. So I put the... You fight a dragon in this quest, right? Put the death of that dragon in Diplo because I think the quest continues like after it dies. It just starts diplomatic immunity because that's where the stage for Talk to Delphine is. Melbourne comments. Wait, hold on. That's the Horn of Uria. This is the ending stage for the quest. If I'm not mistaken. There you go. Talk to Delphine. You talk to her, and then immediately meet Delphine in Riverwood is in diplomatic immunity, right? So you guys talk about what to do next, like after that dragon gets killed. You talk to Delphine first, by the way. You shouldn't be able to talk to Neith and then talk to Delphine because Delphine has a force greed. Having this rely on the player immediately trying to talk to Neith, bad. Not a good thing. So it just has to go in diplomatic. Huge. Yeah, dude, it took forever to record the main quest. It took forever to write it. Horrible experience. And I still have to do the catch-up dialogue too. What does it do? Because the players might leave Neith at some point. Hey, wait here, I'm gonna go do stuff. Comes back. What happened? Oh yeah, this stuff happened. So much. And it has to be like somewhat streamlined, right? Like there can't be too much variation between like, oh, you did this, but this is also important, but you didn't tell me about the important thing. You just told me about this thing. And then there would be a different reaction if, you know, he was told about the important thing first. Like, no. It has to be somewhat streamlined, where he only reacts to that certain thing, and only specific important things can be caught up on. Or at least, you know, a part of his memory. And actually matter. Sometimes, some of these things that you can catch him up on, he would react the same way as if he was there, personally. Maybe not a dragon dying. He's not gonna react in the future like he's been there or that. It's just gonna be, you know, he knows about it. But something like knowing about somebody's existence, he doesn't need to like have different lines for either meeting him or just knowing about that person. It would be the exact same ending line anyway. Like he would react the exact same way. So yeah, catch up dialogue. Lame. Now we have to do this first though. Diplo. He does have a lot of dialogue for diplomatic immunity, so we can't fit it all in one. So we have to dedicate Diplo to something. I'm thinking just the main part. It's not top level. Is it blocking though? Is it blocking? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. And I'm gonna put a line here to help me know what we're at right now. So this specific one, the blocking branch, will be just the part where he's telling you to be careful. Ooh. I'm gonna take off this protector for my keyboard. Crisp and white, no stains, and it feels so good. We say once, and we will have a walk away. We'll just make another topic and say topic end. I can imagine. I hope you all have even more fun with this. Thank you. I already know, like, once this mod is out and, you know, people start using it and, you know, I get more feedback from it, because as of right now, no one's like batting their eyelashes at it. They just know it exists. But once it's out, feedback from a lot of people, or at least feedback from the people who do use it, I'll definitely feel like I'll feel like so much better once the mod is out. And then we're probably cruising. We'll be pushing like patches if there's anything wrong, which there likely will be. When I started this, I was brand new to coding, so I see my feedback is not good enough for you. What? Once you start getting feedback from not Circuit, from not my VA, from anyone else, once we start getting feedback from anybody else. No, I didn't mean it like that. I swear I didn't mean it like that. You like flashed my brain, dude. I forgot what I was doing. I needed a motion for this line. I will remain here. Probably just neutral. Goodbye. I wish you luck. Don't get yourself killed. Ooh. I want his face to somewhat change between lines, so I'm just gonna put disgust. And then this is also a walk away, but it's also the ending. And what you can do to guarantee it's a walk away, you can do walk away invisible in menu. What this means really is since you have a bunch of things linked, right? Like dialogue options that are linked. If you choose, if you have this and you don't click on invisible in menu, but you do click walk away and you dedicate this line to a walk away, I think you still can add like anything else, and you know, you can just boom, diplo topic end, and then whatever options you have for dialogue is still present. We're gonna delete that. I mean, there are dialogue options here, but whatever. If you don't click invisible in menu, this option at like so you can skip straight to goodbye. Basically, it'll pop up on the dialogue options. So you can just go like, quite frankly, be careful in there, and then just tell him to shut up, and he'll just go straight to here. And it'll appear in the dialogue window as just like ... I'm sure you've seen that in the game. It appears sometimes. It appears sometimes when there's just ... and then you click it, and then the line progresses like they should have. Like you should have said that anyway. That's what this is. If there's nothing here, it just says ... Diplo approval mention, I guess we'll call it that, because the following lines are approval, are based on approval. Yeah. I'll just set a condition now, the global value, the approval. I completely forgot what am I trying to say? I've seen that when playing with other companion mods. Yeah, I've seen it too. Oh yeah, I have the approvals listed. So low approvals, disliked, or worse. So that's -20. So -20 or worse. So that. And then we can just copy that line. And then set it to the next thing, which is high approval, which is 40. Actually, hold on, it would be this way. That's about it. Honestly, there shouldn't be a cap. It's just if your approval is above 40 with him, it's considered high enough approval for this line. Then we should just change it. You've gotten along well. Oops. We're gonna toggle visible continue for these. Since I'm using PC head tracking with the DBVO vampire voice pack, instead of it being silent, it just use access and completely random ass line. Yeah. I haven't used a Dragonborn voiceover mod. I tend to like my silent protects. And also, most of them are built with AI, and I just get like iffy about it. It's one thing if it's funny. It's another thing when it's like trying to take itself seriously, but it's using AI, so. Like the Geralt DBVO, bro, come on. It's so uncanny. Trying to figure out, because he goes through this line, which he would say normally, and then mention, he would say a different thing depending on if your approval is one of these two things. There's not a space in between this. You would say one of these two things if your approval is in that that area. But if you're morally gray with them, which you likely will be at this point, it wouldn't skip it. It wouldn't skip this, so I have to put the ending line. Not this one, but the other one. All that is to say, please be careful. I have to put that in here. You know? But I also need it. Would I need it again? You would think you can go into like dialogue viewer and then just map it all out here, which I don't know why I don't do this yet. Don't know why I haven't started doing it. It's a very nifty tool and I understand it now. Right, if you made a test. You can make a branch, test branch, whatever. Call it what you will. Poop. Say a dialogue line. And then boom, it's here. And then you can make another branch. Second test. Just make another branch. And then you can link them. Just needs a thingy. Like that. This is a visual dialogue tree. Why don't I use it? I don't know. I've gotten used to applying like numbers like A1, A2, A3, A4. These are all your first options. And then these are all your second options and their consequences. This is the consequence of choosing that other option. This is a separate dialogue path. You can do this. You can do it this way. I've been doing it the entire time I've been modding. Or you can just be a normal human being and learn how to do a dialogue tree. I should just do this. I should just do it. Because this still works. This is read the exact same way. Look, top level, stuff like that. Why don't I do that? I made a separate topic. Called it test 2. You know, this shouldn't be linked. This shouldn't link to another branch. It should link to a topic. Or I guess not. Cool. Maybe I don't understand how these work out. Maybe that's why I'm using this. Branches, topics. Oh. Message sent twice. The only reason I use the vampire one is because it covers most mods. I'm thinking of just going back to silence because it does slow down the dialogue. Yeah. It would be much better if your voice protagonist, like, okay, voice protagonists have this problem where they Fallout 4 and these voiceover mods do the exact same thing that sucks and separates it from like something like Cyberpunk. Like having a voice protagonist, the difference between Cyberpunk and Fallout. That's a video that's already been covered. I haven't watched it, but the problem that Fallout 4 has is that it doesn't tell you what the choice is, really. It just says it, and then for something like Skyrim DBVO, I haven't used it personally, but I can imagine that it just says what the text is. It doesn't add or remove anything. It just says the text. How about you do the text and do it in depth, like this is what you would say and do if you were supporting animations, and then your voiceover would just be entirely separate from the text, but it would be like what you were doing, right? Cyberpunk does it extremely well, you know, like saying fuck off, but you actually do say more stuff, you know, fuck off, insult. Awesome. That makes a voice protagonist more likable, more appealing, at least in my opinion. So if there's a way to do that, that'd be awesome. And then I would download it, but then again, it's also AI. Anyway, I need to call this again, because I'm gonna finish this line, so it's not just hanging here. Ooh, God, I can't spell. haven't played ESO in like a hot minute. They've been coming out with some really major content updates, but I haven't checked it out at all. Do 30. He gets less angry as he talks about it. Then we have to have it link to... Do we have options yet? No. I mean, we have the approval mention that's needed. We'll make a separate thing, just well, be careful. Where he just rehashes the same line. It's not called Diplo. What this basically does is the approval mention. So invisible continues to the approval mention, but if you back away out of dialogue, it'll play the ending line, which is why we have it as a walk away. Not every conversation has this, which could end up being a problem, but this is to ensure that he does this package, because at the on the ending line you'll apply a variable or condition or something to have him load a certain package list. He'll stay in solitude. It won't be your follower temporarily. Then you have to go pick him back up. So sorry, I got a notification. This line will just basically you can make him reprocess his AI packages to do what he should do. So all roads lead to here anyway, and he has to say it. He has to. The thing is, there's nothing stopping the player. Oh yeah, wait. I don't have him doing that yet. I do need a. I think I would need a. Let me try to explain what I'm saying. So Neith leaves your follower faction when you go to the embassy, right? He will say he wants to talk to you before you get on the wagon, but nothing is stopping the player from just hopping on the wagon anyway. My initial thoughts were the change in his AI packages would be linked to this line, which is required in dialogue. But if you don't ever get into dialogue with him at that point, you won't ever run it. So instead, once the objective that allows the player to hop on the wagon is there and they're allowed to go, that'll be the moment where Neith changes his AI packages to like be somewhere else. So that's something I have to program. And that's something that could be fun on stream. Anyway, why do we have this one? Well, if these lines aren't, you know, possible, he'll always use this one. Always, because there's no conditions. So he'll always say this if it's available. Unless he goes to one of these. And then this one will continue to this. So he won't say it twice. Because I'll just have it linked somewhere else. You know? I hope that Skybird turns out really cool, by the way. I saw the progress in the Discord. Looking nice. Good messages. Yeah, what do we play? Or I'm on my esports team, by the way. When do we play again? I think that... Okay, I can't find it, so... Whatever. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. That's done. I need to include options. Below A1. So I have it listed in the script to give you 3 approval on this line, but this is also the only line that you can say because you're not coming. The second one is optional. It'll just lead back to the dialogue tree. So if you have really shit approval, is he really gonna care that you're saying I'll be fine? Is that worth 3 approval? I think it should only give you approval. 3 is whatever. It's like peace of mind, I think. He would interpret it as like peace of mind, like you're reassuring him. But only if your approval is already high enough with him. I don't think if he doesn't give a shit about you that he'll be reassured at all. He'll probably still say the same thing, but I don't think he would like you more. So, we have to write a different kind of approval script on the fly. We'll let it sit here for a sec. I'm gonna write this one. This one's dependent on race. You're supposed to be able to see the comment lemon tonight, as long as it doesn't get cloudy according to the map area is the best spot for it. don't remember the last time I've seen a comet or like any astral event, like a blood moon or whatever. I've seen a strawberry moon. And I try to see these things, but I don't think I get the right spot, I guess. I'm not in the right spot. The do condition, get is race, run on player, not tile. Oh. Would it be an or statement? No, it wouldn't. Not if we're detecting it not being 1, it would just be 0. It would just be 0 and 0. You just cannot be a high alpha at all. So we just copy that line. And now do it again if the player is 1. But we put an or here. I'm gonna make him more confused. There you go. There. That log works. I don't even need to check it out just now. Alright, let's write that script. Still need the typical metagame toggle. Foreign approval. Gonna paste this back. We'll just change the max value or the minimum. I mean, not here, because I mean, it's pretty obvious. We'll just add a minimum here. I think he would only care if you were in good standing with him anyway, or at least like relatively good standing. We'll just do like 20. You know? And then now we'll do this. And all we do to add it is we just copy and paste that same line. So now this would be +3. Is there an easier way of doing this? Probably. Most definitely. Do I know it? No. It shouldn't put that much strain. Honestly, it's just checking 2 things and then adding. That's it. Computer do math anyway, so. In Skyrim though, you want optimized code. But I think this will be fine for now. It's not running all the time. It runs one time. Something that runs 24/7 when you play needs to be optimized. This only runs once. So, should be fine. Ta-da. Then it leads to topic end. This should lead to A1 and only A1 because I don't like the vanilla dialogue lets you say the exact same thing over and over again. I don't like that. Not for me. I like having the idea that you should be able to say or ask the exact same thing all the time, multiple times, whenever you want, because it's not realistic and it would get annoying to the person you're talking to. So, this looks a lot similar to programming a robot. Yeah. Because it's code. But I know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm gonna do some. I'll go to the bathroom. So, look him off. And then have a BRB screen. Alright, cool. There you go. I'll be right back. We're so big. Whoa. You know what I got? What? Goldfish colors. What? What? I'm munching. What? Okay. There may be some debate, right? I'm gonna be totally honest. These ones, the red ones, they're the best ones. You can fight me on that. No one else hear about the company that tried to claim the copyright of the Halo 3 ODST OST, and they got away with it long enough to get several channels that had permission to use it in trouble. I had no idea. Wow. I had no idea about that. Alright, let's do the dragon one. Dragon these notes. Diplo, Dragon Death. Oh wait, we don't need this. Get this out of here. Get this out. Stack those smiles back. Yep. The red ones are fire. These ones. These ones. The best ones. These are really good though. Yeah, I'm just gonna have apparently this conversation should start with me trying to beckon the player over. But I'm just gonna put it as a blocking branch, but set the conditions for it to be relevant. When we stage, not really. I'm just saying, dude. People shit on the red ones for no reason. The red ones are fire. Like, oh, it tastes different. It doesn't taste like cheese. Fuck you. I'm very passionate about my goldfish. Yeah, I was thinking the condition would. I think we have to. Oh, I know how I'm gonna do this. I know I'm gonna do this. So just do it right now while I'm thinking about it. I need a new global. Maybe I don't. Maybe no, I don't. Not really. So this is the dragon you fight, right? We want to make it relevant that Neith wants to talk about it. Actually, what do I need? I need a condition that can be called on from dialogue. So yeah, I would need it. I would need a global. I would need a global. Let's do SP1 main quest. Sacrolier. How the fuck you spell it? Death relevance. And we're gonna keep it at 0. I'm gonna highlight it so I see it. It's just called main quest right up here. We're gonna attach a script to this alias. Wow, this is taking forever. I call it SB1 Cellular Death Relevance. Sorry, I think I'm mental, like illiterate or something. I had to double check my spelling. Ah, nope. I don't know if we need any properties right now. Because we can make one. I'm gonna put a little comment here. Just to organize my thoughts. So we want to change a Boolean from true or false on an update when the dragon dies. So the first thing we need really is the event on death. I do need to look at the syntax for it. You need that. Wait. Oh, on here. ck.uesb category papyrus. Where are the functions? How do you global? These are global. List of papyrus functions. Thank you. Hold on, it's checking if I'm human and not ChatGPT. What about? Shut up. Everything's global. I need a global. Actually, no, I don't. But you do. I was under the impression, right, that I could do a Boolean, true or false, and then just have another global get changed off the Boolean. Like, if it's true, change it to 0. If it's false, change it to 1. But the dialogue condition needs to have something that it can be read outside of the script. So, oops. I need a global. Looking up the event on death. I really don't need actor AK killer, but first thing we need to check though is if it even works when extending to reference alias, and it does. Wow. So on death, we need it to start a timer that updates keyword updates. So we need another event called on update. We don't need it. We don't need an event on init and then register to update, because that means it will update all the time. We only need it to start updating on death. And it will only continue to update when I call it to. And it's gonna be easy to stop it. Right. So what we need, on death, start a timer. How do you make a timer, you may ask? Good question. Assuming register for update, and then we'll say something called timer interval, and then set a property that is a integer. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can just say like int timer interval equals, and then give it a thing. We'll say every 2 seconds. I should just do it every second. Can't do that. That work? There we go. We have an int property. It's an integer called timer interval, and it's equal to 1. Sounds like somebody burnt the rice. Damn. How do you burn rice? How do you burn popcorn? That's a big question. Some microwaves? Too strong. I bring this up because we burned popcorn in the art gallery earlier in the week. Or month, I forgot. But we burnt popcorn in the art gallery and it smelled so horrible for like days. And we didn't like overcook it or anything. We barely overcooked it. What ended up happening was the instructions on the bag said to cook it for 2 minutes. Sorry, not cook, microwave. Microwave it for 2 minutes. And the microwave is too powerful. It's too hot. So in 40 seconds, it started burning to a crisp. Blackened everything. In 45 seconds, it's black. We stopped the microwave at just like a minute. We stopped it in a minute. At a minute out of 2, by the way, and the popcorn's black. The bag told us to microwave it for 2 minutes on high. How high is it? How high is that microwave to burn popcorn in a minute? Less than a minute. It was insane. Yeah, because like when it was popping, we looked over and it was like smoking. I was like, I don't think the microwave is supposed to do that. Thank God we took it out earlier. Otherwise, it would have been bad. Yeah, I thought it would be over I thought the wattage would be over, like, way over what it should be. I don't think it was spinning faster or anything. Alright. Whenever this guy dies, it registers for update for however long. We're gonna make a float value called timer length. And we're gonna equal it to how long do you think in seconds Neith should have the option to congratulate the player for killing the dragon. And we have to leave it long enough that the player can talk to Delphine and be fine, and disallow the player to fast travel away. Because imagine you, I guess, in theory, Neith would want to talk about killing another dragon regardless of the time. Like, yo, another dragon down, as long as it isn't like a billion in-game days, or like, I guess like one in-game day, I don't, as long as it isn't a day, he should, you know, be like, we did it. I don't think people are going to do that though, so I don't see any reason to overcomplicate it. 20 years, player past time 20 years in the future in less than a minute, and Neith is still ecstatic about, God, oh, another dragon down. What can't we do? No. I think 60 seconds is reasonable. Maybe. I forgot how long Delphine talks. We'll do 2 minutes. We'll do 2 minutes. So we'll say timer length 120. And it's a float, so we have to do 0.0. So on update, if timer length is oh my god. If timer I'm gonna do register for single update, by the way. Boom. Damage is a function. I think all of the on update things that happen in the game, they're all lumped together between scripts. So if I called on update on anything, it would on update literally anything else that's connected to the script, which would be nothing, I think, in theory. But to play it safe, should I just make a function? You know, so like event on update, if this man is dead, do function. Maybe. How would you even write that? Event on death. That's already if dead. Is, I mean, dead. Run function. I'm thinking, hold up. This should be fine. It's not linked to any other script. It shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. If it was, the entire game be fucked up. I mean, the game is fucked up, but don't tell Todd I just said that. We are playing Skyrim, a game notorious for being buggy. So, whatever. A timer length is okay, we're gonna end it at 1. We're gonna make this a second longer. Isn't this the same thing? If I say 0, but end at 0, because they're the same freaking. I guess I have to do the equal sign. 0 can be above 1, and I want that extra second, so boom. If timer length isn't 0, that's basically what this is saying. And it ticks down. Like I'm gonna have it do this. I'm gonna have it do timer length -1. First off, I'm gonna see if this even works that way. It does. So yeah, timer length equals negative -1. -1 of timer length. That's how many time. That's how much time we have left. And it updates every second. We already have that established. Needed to do something. I needed to change that global I made. We gotta get that global as our property. Global variable property. SV1 main quest. The guy. Selokir? Selokir? Death relevance. It can always be fixed later. Yeah, I'll play through the game. At least. Obviously with mod with console commands. I'm not about to play through the entire game with Neith. I can't even get through a normal Skyrim playthrough. I'll just do like get stage, whatever quest I need to look at, and get to the point where Selokir comes in, force kill him, and see what happens. So. Oh. I'm gonna say auto after this, so it auto fills the property. I'll basically say, if the timer is not 0, wait, am I reading that wrong? Saying 0 is over or equal to. That's if the timer is over. It's if the timer is over. Boom. If timer length is over 0, tick it down by 1 until it's not over 0 anymore. Boom. Fixed it. Now, oops, caps lock. Now, don't know how all devs test these things. Probably. I would. I'm not about to play through the entire game. Set value to 1. And if else SV1 main quest. So look. Death relevance. Set value 0. And then the way we'll have this script end itself is based on the register for single update command. I forgot the else thing. And if I forgot how to do some syntax for the else statement. No, there just shouldn't be an end if right here. But AF interval is not specified and has no default value. Oh wait. No, let me fix this back. Pop up. Coding Jesus. I did it, yay. Oh. Let's review. Just tiny script. Properties are here. Timer goes down by 1 second because it updates every second. You know, whenever dragon dies, register for update, timer interval, that's a second. Oh wait. I'm gonna do it as a float. I'm gonna do it 1.0. Now it's a second, guaranteed, because an integer is like, I don't know if that's gonna read it as a minute or a second or whatever. When you do it as a float, the on update reads floats as seconds, guaranteed. I don't know what they read int as. So now it'll work. If it wasn't going to before. Now it'll work. Yeah, every second run whatever this is. This is basically, this is 120 by default. And what it does is if it's not 0, something else you could do is this. You could do this too, but the problem with doing it this way is that it has to not be 0. It can't just be below 0, you know, or below 1, you know, or anything below 0. It would count negative numbers if this script would continue as, or if the script would trip and do something stupid. It would say negative numbers would not be 0, so it wouldn't even like stop the script. But if you make it this way, anything below 0 gets cut off. This is what we want. You could do as long as it's not 0, but that's unreliable. Okay. So timer scripts, if the timer's still going, set this value to 1 and register again for a second go around, and keep going, keep doing this until this eventually isn't true anymore. If that's not true, then set it to 0 and don't update, and then boom, the script is dead. The script did what it should. The script does what it did. Does nothing at all. Boom. And all we do. What the hell did I? Bro, how fucking I spelled it? Okay. Don't create new form. Overwrite this one. Thank you. No autofill. Thank you. Yay. Alright, boom. That's that. Now we can go back to our dialogue. Make it a blocking branch, which it already was. My bad. And set the condition. Get global value. SB1 main quest. That guy die has to be a 1. Oh, huzzah! Hooray! And then boom. Encounter a major bug in your code. Try reading your code aloud to a rubber ducky. I talk to myself anyway. I talk to everything. I'm mental. Rubber ducky debugging sounds fake as hell, but I believe it. This sounds wacky. But thanks for that. I do tend to like talk to myself whenever I'm doing anything at all. Just to organize my thoughts, just to put it out there. If it's in my head, it gets all foggy and shit. I've not been tested for ADHD. Copy this part and say A1, then another one, and say A2, and there's 3 options, so we're gonna do A3, and then we have topic end. it's a very, some of these dialogue options where you talk to Neith are very, very simple. It's, he says one thing, you have 3 options or however many options, and then there's an ending line. Nothing really changes. It's just what you say to him can dictate your approval. And I should really reorganize these to not be obvious. Like, top option always approval gain, bottom option always approval loss. Like, yeah. I mean, in this case, there's no approval gain or loss. It's just you being able to talk to him. Oh. I have an idea. I see this line. It says, "Good job, Neith." I don't think in any other circumstance you should gain approval from it. But if you were an asshole and you decide to be a good person and say "good job," you should be rewarded a little bit. You know, you said something nice to him when all you've been saying are mean and hurtful things. So I think if your approval is below -20, you should get your approval back. You should get like 2 or something. How about 2 approval for saying "good job"? Now, something I don't even have this on my to-do list, but I already know it's a problem. And something I need to put in this mod before I release it. There are infinite ways. There's an infinite source of losing approval with Neith. You can lose it by simply being an asshole, right? Bumping into him a lot. It's friendly fire. Stuff like that. Shouting a lot. There's that, but there's no reliable way of gaining approval. That's bad when the amount of approval points you can get with him are finite, but the negative approval is infinite. That's bad. I need a way of getting approval. So how do we do that? The first option is obvious. Gifts, allowing you to give him stuff that are, I would have to look it up. It would have to be something that is renewable, something you can get repeatedly. Obviously you can give him stuff that you can't get infinitely too, but it would have to be something you can do every day. And the gift option is an option, or we could do like simply complimenting him every day. Like, let's have a conversation, and then you just give him a compliment. He'll say a randomly generated line or something through an entire list or whatever, and boom, that's your approval gain. Change a global to 0. That make it easy to just smash through his tree. You need to make us actually read all the responses. I think it would have to go up to a point. It would be, that's exactly what I was thinking about. If you would be able to do daily gifts for him and have him like, it would have to go up to a point, right? You can't just like, oh, it gives me a gift every day and he's done it for 80 days. So I have max approval with Neith. No. It would have to go up to a certain point. It would have to have a max value. And I'm thinking your approval cannot get higher than 40. Or 39, actually. 40 is like partner approval. 39 is right below it. So he's not going to like treat you as a close confidant. Not yet, at least. Maybe like 35 or something. I think it should just be something that you can do early to get him in a better mood about you. but it cannot be something you can spam and fucking cheese. But there needs to be some kind of infinite source for both. There's already an infinite source for negative approval. There needs to be an infinite source for positive. But it needs to go up to a point. And then in order to get back up to where you were if you ever lost it, honestly, I don't think if you fuck him over and you guys are romanced, that you guys can become romanced again. I think you would just get locked out. It would make sense. It would simply just make sense. I don't know. I feel like you would get locked out regardless. I'm trying to think about Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 made a really good approval system. You could betray your companions. You can break up and get broken up with. No, the consequences of my actions. What do you mean I can't romance him after I've been an asshole? Well, that's possible, but what do you mean I can't romance him again after being an asshole to him while we were together? Because who would forgive that? Oh. Damn. I mean, Dragon Age, hell yeah. The more gifts you give them, the less effect they have. I'm actually soft locked out of Dragon Age Origins. It keeps crashing. I don't know why. I do have an Inquisition game through going, or playthrough. Sorry, English. Just gonna leave this empty for now. Good job. We'll write the tiny script, and then I'm gonna play a game. It's been 2 hours, and I'm getting bored. I would go through audio, but I don't feel like doing that on stream. I would go through audio. Well, this is spoiler enough. At least I don't have my script just open, like over here or something. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't know why it was giving me that window. Alright, properties. We need the typical metagame toggle. Some people don't like the immersion breaking pop-up that comes up on like one of the corners of your screen that says like, oh, you lost approval with this guy, or he will remember that or something. People don't like those kinds of pop-ups when they're trying to be immersed, so I have it as an option. You can turn it off and on. You don't want to see when your approval changes. If you want to go strictly off, you know, realistic social interpretation, right? I said something mean, I'm sorry. I bet that makes you feel bad. My sister is, or at least was, playing Inquisition. Sick. I think what made me pause on Dragon Age is how much different it was to Mass Effect. Mass Effect was very... Sorry. Mass Effect is very hands-on. Dragon Age is also hands-on. Don't get me wrong. Just in a completely different way. It's less shoot alien and more strategy. And I can't even play chess very well, man. I can't even play chess very well. I'm stupid enough as it is. Thankfully, Dragon Age doesn't require a fucking degree to play it, so there's like an auto battler. There's good AI. Good combat AI. Don't say that name around here. I'm joking. I'm joking. I have respect for Zelda as a mod. And the guy who made it, he also made videos on how to mod. And, you know, I respect that. Zelda has a metagame toggle-ish. It's, yeah, I think he has two, actually. I won't have two, but I think he has the pop-up that it's either you can see when he's approving or disapproving or whatever, or not. Or there's an option to tell exactly how much approval you gained or lost. That's neat and all. I might include that later, but no. It would make people realize how some of these shitty approval gains and losses are. I said good job to you, and you said you gave me +3 to that, but I gave you a gift that you really wanted, and you give me +2? What? I don't know, man. Sometimes I might be a little stupid. It just has to, I have to get some trial and error and stuff. People make these kinds of tweaks with XP in games. You know? Oh, that area is way too easy and gives you way too much XP. Nerf the XP. Stuff like that. Oh, that dialogue option gives you way too much approval for what it is. Perfect. It's just skill testing, and I haven't done enough of it. Anyway. I need my fucking... I need my approval script back. I need the approval script, but I need it the vice versa way. I need it to be if your relationship with him is ass, it changes. Not it changes in general. So here the max value, I guess would still be 79. It gives you an exact value, the other one just tells you if you like or dislike. Yeah, but I thought there was also an option to just eliminate that aspect altogether, right? What you just said was, one gives you the exact value and the other one just tells you. It tells you and gives you the exact value. It's just whether or not you know the value or no. You know, you're toggling that portion on and off. But I thought there was another option that toggles that entire aspect, the whole he approves or not, just off or on. You see it or you don't. I thought those were two separate options. And I might have it that way, maybe. But not right now. I don't feel like it. I don't want to be like a shameless copy. He's an inspiration, but he's not a copy. I'm not trying to copy him. I read all this for me. I forgot what I was doing. We don't have to worry about this part because you can never get over 80. Version 1.0. This is like romance. And I'm writing it ahead of time so I don't have to do tweaking. I don't have to tweak every single approval change to fit romance because now we already have the framework here. And this is easy, it's just reverting it. It's just changing this to the opposite and setting a higher value. It's not that hard. You shouldn't do it at all. If you're romance, you should only do it if your relationship with him is below -20. So the max value should be -20. And there should be no minimum value. This entire thing should be out of here. And we're gonna give you 2 points. There we go. Ta-da. This okay, I just realized this one is kind of redundant in that case. If we're only looking for -20, who gives a shit if it's this? We should just change this to -20. If the approval, -20, get the float out of here. Just change all of that, honestly. Boom. It's just this. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure it's 2 regardless. We're not gonna duplicate this line again because it doesn't matter. So just do +2. The reason why I duplicate the +1 line is to do individual. You go up until you can't. That's why I do it. Because if I left it not that way and I said, oh, you get +10, you can go over the cap. That's not why we have a cap. We have a cap so you can't go over it. If I wrote it the opposite way, if I wrote it that way, you would go over the cap. You simply can't here. You have to be below -20, and the relationship cap is 100 technically. Technically it's 80 for just like platonic. It's 100 if you're romance. That's about it. Boom. It's compiled already. I rewrote that. I'm gonna save this before it crashes because it does that a lot. And oh, play game. Play game. At least for a bit. I've been getting into Cyberpunk. This is shameful. Me only having 3 hours. I don't feel like playing For Honor on stream. That'd be a bad idea. Imagine playing video games. Yeah, should be working on the mod. Should be working on the mod. Later, dude. Thanks for dropping by. Bye, circuit. Bye. Oh, dude, I should replay Mass Effect. Oh, I should. Oh, I have a mod God, English. I have a mod manager installed for Mass Effect, and the only mod that's in it for all 3 games is Infinite Sprint. That's all I want. All the other stuff sucks anyway. Like, all the other stuff is like stuff that would have been impossible. Stuff that is way too ambitious to be a mod, but it is. Like, making Garrus gay. You have to make so many scenes. Also, Mark Mir AI generated. Ew. And there's a whole thing about graphic improvements. Neat. Cool. It's a whole process, though. I don't want to go through it. It does look cool, though. It upscales all the textures to be pretty. It is like 30 to 40 gigs though. I'm not wasting that much space. I already waste a lot of space installing this. We're gonna play the game vanilla. Vanilla-ish. This is a tried modding Mass Effect. You get frustrated and gave up. It's frustrating. It's stupid. I just told you about the graphic overhaul that's like way too big and so many steps. It's stupid. There's also the time capsule. That's not a bad mod. It is cool. It also saves you a shitload of time if you're trying to look for a different playthrough. If you don't want to replay through Mass Effect 1. You could just use the time capsule to like, yeah, hero decisions, just pick them. Boom, move on. There's that. I don't know, man. Mass Effect 1 is easily the weakest game. It sucks. I hate playing it. It's obviously dated, and the other two games are just superior. Perfect is a goat stuck in the fin. Take care of that goat. Well, these people aren't hating on AMD anymore. That's a good thing. I love AMD. Oh wait, you can pause this. I don't need it. Get me out. I want to be here. Thank you. So I was looking for something. Hell yeah. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh. Thanks, yours.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
No wonder these things don't work out. Hello.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
I missed.
Shields down. All patched up.
Hello, barrier. This shotgun is OP. I keep stun locking now. Oh shit. Come on over here. Come on over here. Come on over here.
Negative contacts.
Fire in the hole.
Hold up. Shotgun's the best melee weapon. Honest. Good guy. Then pair it with the fact that I think I'm biotic. I say I think because I forget my... I'm gonna dip. Is that bad or is that like the class? I forgot what they're called. I do have the Spectre stuff though. I need the Spectre shotgun, and the Spectre AR and sniper. Nothing computes.
All clear.
Okay. Okay. Now we're back. Perfect game. This is why I stopped at this level. It killed me immediately. Oh yeah, by the way. The game's on insanity. We're not changing it. I want that achievement so bad. We need to beat all 3 games. Insanity. My Mass Effect legend. Shut your bitches up. Who cares, man? Why are you using a... Hey man. You're using a pistol. Hope you know you have proficiency in shotgun. Peak gameplay. Also, they both died. Maybe don't be dumb.
Time for payback.
Ooh. Oh. Did I not just use barrier? Here. Good night.
Shields disabled. Charging up.
You should not on the ball. Bye bye. Thank you, Encore Rex. Ah. Ah. Let me up.
Thanks.
I didn't even revive you. But I would have. bug arrows. Peek camera. Oh shit. Almost did it again. If someone ever remakes Mass Effect and they make these guys stronger, I'm going to boycott the game.
Shields down.
I died here. She has her shot like primed, and I hit the console button instead of.
Need some help here.
Shields disabled. Powering up.
Good night, sir. She died from that? Okay. Beat game.
Here it comes.
I got bored.
Get down.
What is their cat finding? Oh, that kills them.
I thought it was over. They're getting ready to drop soon. A few more.
It's safe. I'm gonna be so mad. God. Just, oh my god. These guys are gonna be horrible.
Shields disabled.
Shepard's hit.
Ooh.
Shields down.
I'm booking it. So glad their pathfinding sucks. Why? God. So depressing. We were fighting in there for like 15 minutes. I'd die and I'd do it all again. Oh. Oh my god. If it would let me save, that would be awesome. But it doesn't. I guess snuck up on. So they don't make noise when they run. They just run sometimes. Guy went right up behind me like that guy did. It's a one shot. also does health and it doesn't go through armor. Or it goes through armor. I pressed the wrong button. It locked me out of barrier. I was at the end. It just didn't let me save. This level can suck my ball. Move. Okay. Anyway. Well. So stupid. I don't think I'm gonna play through that right now. We were on that for like 30 minutes. Wow. It's been 41 hours since I started, like, I'm gonna go play a game. You're telling me that took like 40 minutes of shooting? I'm not even like, I made no progress. I made none. Are you kidding me? Damn. This sucks. I did get this, I guess. I need that. I need these. Complete all 3 games on Insanity without changing difficulty. This game really seems to hate having checkpoints in optimal places. Yes. Yes, it do. Alright. I think that's it for the stream. Freaking out of here, dude. It's been real. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna do anything else. I will work on the mod some more off stream. But I'm gonna stop socializing. So uh about it. So see ya.